SoundMeFreely.
Doesn't a god of destruction have more important things to do? Anything else springs to mind. I hear everyone's got a doppelganger out there, but this is crazy. Just who the hell is this guy? Looks like he's a Saiyan too. That would explain the monster-like power and the ego. Fine, I'll admit defeat. I lost and I know what that means. I'll make you a nice dinner tonight. So if I win, what should I make Krillin do for me? I'm kidding. Ah, okay. So they won. Wait, who exactly are they again? Well, this ought to be good. Time to see if that training gear we bought was actually worth it. He's got Goku's face, but he's a lot more obnoxious. I didn't think that was possible. Shockingly, Tien won. I mean, with all that training, he'd better win is all I'm saying. Even this was all just a game to the pair of them? What is wrong with these children? I give up. I have to admit, that was actually fun to watch, Piccolo. I got to see some unusual moves. Piccolo wins. Seems he still manages to find time to train between babysitting duties. Interesting. I have to say, he definitely looks a lot like Goku when he transforms into a Super Saiyan. This is lame. I wish one of them would just blow the other away and end this. I'm bored. Actually, now that I think about it, I've heard about your insane power before. So Android 21 is the victor? Enough is enough. We've got to do something about her. I'd love to knock a showboater like that down a few pegs. With my fist, repeatedly. Even seeing a complete stranger act that cocky when they win really bothers me. However, that over-the-top attitude of theirs, that reminds me way too much of Gotenks. It's been a while since I've seen Vegeta look that smug. I didn't miss it. That was brutal. Not just the beating, but watching the whole thing. Talk about tough. He may be a far cry from what he used to be, but, admittedly, he's still something else. This fool was less than nothing to me before. Now they're grinding every single one of my gears. Faking defeat for a surprise attack? I mean, it's not against the rules. Is it just me, or are they getting stronger? Wait, don't tell me they're... Looks like Hit is the winner, and here I thought I wouldn't be watching this guy fight again. Impressive. So Vegeta won. I guess that makes sense, since he trains all the time. So Goku won. That Super Saiyan Blue sure is the real deal, isn't it? That was an over-the-top knockback, but try not to destroy everything around, would you? Vegeta won. Well, I suppose it was pretty obvious. But getting that into the fight? That's a bit of a letdown. Wouldn't you agree? Look, I understand getting pumped about the fight, but who's going to clean all this up? Not a solitary shred of mercy. Perfect. That keeps things simple enough. That wasn't much of a fight. How pathetic. The loser needs to get their butt in gear. It's great that Beerus won and all, but what is a god of destruction like him doing here anyway? He can make a spirit bomb that big? He's really going all in on this fight. Looks like they're starting to give. It's going to be tough to recover. Near impossible. Wow, that's a little overkill, wouldn't you say? I guess that's Vegeta for you. I definitely can't stand this loser. Just seeing them win makes my blood boil. Just relax. They're out of the fight, not dead or anything. They're not that weak. A god of destruction's destruction? Well, now I guess I've seen it all. Well, Frieza did it. Not much else to say. I'm out of here. Throwing them, then rushing after them? Vegeta's getting pretty wild, isn't he? Another one? I'm gonna guess that other fighter wasn't planning on that happening. You made a pretty big comeback. It's okay to brag a little about that. A little. They've got some real skill if they can come back from that. I thought they were done for. So they're going to pass things over to a teammate, huh? Probably a good move. This could go either way. Things are still too close to call right now. I better hope they can keep all that flashiness up in the next match, for their sake. I'm fine with this. Our workout equipment didn't go to waste after all. Commentary? What, are you blind? Just watch and you'll see what's happening. Goodness, are they all right? By the state of them, it looks like they've lost their mind. There's only one fighter down right now. The match is far from over yet. Keep watching. Of course he won. My man may be small, but he's no weakling. I never liked them to begin with, but them winning is gonna make me snap. I just know it. Amazing! The three of them are this powerful together? I had no idea. Those weird attacks just show how much growing up they still have to do. Huh. I guess you're not as rusty as I thought. Though that isn't saying much. Just so you know, I don't work for free. If you want me to fight, then pay up. Given the circumstances, I'm not so sure things will turn out the same next time. Try to keep the fight a little more focused. It's kind of a pain to follow you right now. This is beyond boring. Anyone care to place a bet on who's going to win this? Guess their whole "a good offense is the best defense" thing worked out after all. They're that worked up over losing one team member? How pathetic. Of course me and Krillin make a good team. What's so surprising about that? What's the point of shooting power from your mouth? It's easier to use your hands. Fine, I'll watch this match, but I'm out of here as soon as it gets dull. If they're going to just keep getting dominated, they might as well give up entirely. Well, I guess I'm grateful they didn't waste time and ended it quickly. This guy's really starting to piss me off. Quit showboating, you doofus! Either someone's health reaches 0 or the clock reaches 0. Which is it gonna be? You know, I didn't think I'd actually get to watch a real fight like this. Watching these matches is definitely easier than fighting in them, though I could teach them a thing or two. Things are finally starting to get entertaining. I guess I'll keep watching. A clear winner might be starting to emerge, but it's still too early to tell. Sure, you won, but you're still just as obnoxious as ever. Sure, I'd be happy to comment on the match. If you can afford me, that is. Keep it up, you two. Now, if only you would knock it off with all that attitude. That's more like it. But I wouldn't get too carried away if I were you. Wow, this matchup might actually be worth watching. Imagine that. Huh, I didn't expect such smooth moves from someone like him. Ah, looks like this one-sided match is going to stay one-sided. Looks like they enjoyed themselves. There's not a whole lot else I can say. Yeah, that's quite the winning streak. Okay, so what? Frieza won. I'm not exactly happy about that, but what can you do? But a win is still a win. Now hurry up and hand over the prize money. Time's up. Everyone gave it their best, I guess. So they're doing that now. Maybe they've got something up their sleeve. That Saiyan's power is nothing like Goku's, or any of the other Saiyans. I support whichever one of them makes this snappy. I've got places to be. Impressive. So you can keep up with 17. Amazing. They trained in the future, huh? I think I'm starting to see them in a new light. They do know the opponent's a real person and not a punching bag, right? Can they take this kind of attack? Looks like we're about to find out. A brother combo attack? Just as powerful as I thought it would be. Letting Goku and Vegeta fuse was a mistake. Of course they're going to win. Looks like they keep winning. Not that I really care or anything. If they're pulling out moves like this one, then they must be really desperate here. Huh. So it takes a win to put a smile on their face. Everyone only gives a crap about themselves, I guess. They know when to call it quits and ask for help. That's smart. Wow. I can't believe I actually watched the whole fight. It takes some real guts to throw your entire body into that kind of attack. So this is what Vegeta used to be like. Still, he won. His attacks have more power behind them than I realized. Not bad. I mean, I don't really care who wins, to be honest. Makes no difference. It's not saying much, but that was more exciting than the World Tournament's been lately. That's Universe 6's greatest assassin for you. Of course he won. They're not giving their opponent a chance to breathe. That's fair play in my book. Not that I care, But who the hell is this clown that won? I guess the match has to be put on hold, what with both of them knocked out and all. They're getting pretty aggressive now, forcing their teammates out like that. Hurry up and finish the fight. If you don't end it, the clock will. What the hell are you doing? You want my foot up your butt? Change him back! Jeez, you're still a tank, aren't you, Android 16? I can't believe Yamcha won. I should have put some money on this fight. Listen up. I'm not going to explain every little thing that's going on. But who could have predicted a double knockout? Certainly not me. So you beat one person. I wouldn't start celebrating just yet. Gohan, you're definitely no kid when it comes to power. Firing off an attack like that multiple times? Talk about intense. They look like they're taking this fight seriously. And they'd better. Look, I don't care about winning streaks. Just wrap this up, would you? This guy that won, I can't get over how much he reminds me of Goku. How embarrassing. To get taken out in such a way? Shame. I guess I could watch this a little more closely. So Goku won. Can't say that I'm surprised. This match really could have gone to either one of them. It was that close. So, where's my payment for my services as a commentator? So, how much should I expect to be compensated for my commentary? Switching out? I suppose there's no better time than now. They survived? That attack didn't take care of them? How odd. I'm not used to seeing Piccolo get this worked up. They're pretty evenly matched, huh? Let's see who slips up first. This should give them some time to plan their next move, wouldn't you say? And they're out. Or wait, maybe they've still got some fight left. What's going on with his attack? It just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Amazing what Krillin can do when he focuses. Pretty smooth. Huh. I definitely wasn't expecting something like this to happen. Is this some sort of joke? You expect me to stick around for this? Hey, this is just a game, right? Then what's with that attack? Time's up and it's still a draw? First I've heard of something like that. I don't know about you, but I'm hoping this match is going to end soon. Wow. They're both in really bad shape at the moment. Things should get pretty intense, now that one of them's down and all. This is nothing like a normal Kamehameha. This is something else. Don't you think it's a little childish to get this excited over a fight? Hit keeps improving. Is it going to keep up this way or what? They're pretty quick. Huh. You think you're able to follow them? That was a pretty cool combo attack those two just pulled off. Goku won. I guess that fight wasn't much of a challenge for him. Wait! They beat everyone without getting hit once? Still turning people into candy? Boo's as gross as ever. Not bad. They're actually putting a little bit of thought into this. Hopefully getting their butt kicked has fired them up enough to try harder. Double the fighter, double the power. Isn't that right? They're going to look pretty pathetic if they lose even after getting help. They can still stand after that? I'm impressed. No surprise, Goku's looking to push the limits of his power. In case you haven't noticed, I'm not exactly thrilled about them winning. This is going to be the match of the century. Or something like that. Looks like they're finished. Surprisingly, that didn't take much at all. Looks like it's starting. You better pay attention or you'll miss the whole thing. Oh, Gohan. I guess he's not messing around anymore. I've never seen a triple attack this powerful before now. You honestly want me to comment on me and my brother fighting each other? Goku? No, something's a little different about him. It takes some real skill to come back from that serious of a setback. All they did was knock them away. That doesn't mean the fight's over. Just great. This isn't making the fight any easier to follow. Vegeta's not playing around, is he? He really wants to win this. They're up in the air now. Try to keep up or you'll miss the whole fight. This is the power of a god? You're kidding me, right? So I guess a good offense really is the best defense, isn't it? A clean hit. That only makes things easier to follow. This is what happens when you take your sweet time and mess around too much. Haha, looks like I won our little bet, Krillin. Aren't they going to start attacking? What are they playing at here? Well, it looks like you really enjoyed yourself out there, 17. Hard to say. I can see either of them losing at this point. A god? What is he, some sort of angsty teen? Now they're taking the fight airborne? Interesting. They didn't take a single hit. This fighter's got promise. Wait, it's over already? That didn't take long. Huh, that's a pretty flashy show of power. Nobody likes getting their butt handed to them all the time. There's no getting around it. You're ridiculously strong, 16. Jeez, what are they getting so fired up about over there? A saying that I gotta admit completely creeps me out. Huh, they sure know how to put the pressure on their opponent. Both fighters are just playing mind games with each other at this point. Great. They're making a real mess of things, aren't they? You know, I don't really care about winning that much. Wow, they're not just going to ease into this, are they? All he did was knock them back, and that's what happened? It seems Gohan's finally getting back into the swing of things. They're lucky there was a time limit. Very lucky. No clue who this nut job is. Anybody know? I guess the color isn't the only thing that's changed. This doesn't look good. Is that loser okay? I've seen better. But I've seen worse too. Huh. This one's starting to get on my nerves. It's hard to say at this point who's going to win this. That was actually pretty good, Trunks. Some jerk who calls himself a god versus... Huh. And here comes the counterattack. Is this creep really unstoppable or something? I'm not the type to just lie down and accept defeat. Haha, this could be good. Well, that's what you get for letting your guard down like that. Does this guy not know how to dial it back a bit? As long as they don't hit me, I'm fine with whatever. I have no idea. Who the hell is this guy? This isn't over yet. Don't lose focus. Who would have thought they'd go this far to try and win? Clones? So he can do that too? Who's this clown? Him versus... Tensions are really starting to heat up in this match. Wow, they really sent them flying. It's done. The fight is finally over. I am not happy about this. That is some really impressive speed right there. Needless to say, that's gonna leave a mark. The next hit's going to decide this match. I guess they really want to get in their opponent's face. Whoa, Super Saiyan 3? This is what he used to put an end to Cell? A Goku lookalike versus... Kid Buu versus... What? He swapped bodies? They're probably not going to be able to handle that. I've had enough of this Android 21. Almost there. Not much time left. Looks like they're playing for keeps now. I'm not impressed. They might have a trick up their sleeve. That was more fun than I expected. Some meathead Saiyan versus... They're looking to finish this right away. Chaozu! Wait! What are you... Android 17 versus... Both of them are hanging on by a thread. They're not that serious about this, are they? Cell versus... Here comes their teammate to help them out. Looks like they're in real trouble now. They handled that well, didn't they? A sneak attack from behind. That's one way to send them skyward. Oh, it's Krillin versus... Android 21 versus... Damn, they won, huh? What's with this purple creep? That was pretty close. Android 16 versus... Android 17, huh? Some Saiyan versus... Really? Kid Buu? Random alien versus... This freak versus... That really sent them flying. This attack is a big one. Android 21, huh? Gotenks, I guess. Vegito, I guess. Android 16, huh? What are you doing, 16? Seriously, Cell? Yamcha, I guess. Vegito versus... Tien, I guess. Gohan, I guess. Vegeta, I guess. Huh? Frieza? Piccolo, I guess. Majin Buu, I guess. Hit, I guess. Me versus... Trunks versus... Gohan versus... Vegeta versus... Gotenks versus... Frieza versus... Majin Buu versus... Yamcha versus... Not bad. Goku, I guess. This creep. Piccolo versus... Beerus, I guess. Tien versus... Catching your breath? Goku versus... Hit versus... Beerus versus... Did it work? Trunks, huh? Me, huh? Krillin. Is this it?
SoundMeFreely.